Hey everyone, welcome to American Long Haul. This is Wake again, and I hope you guys are doing well. Like you guys know, I'm doing this Amazon run. My first delivery went smooth. Yesterday it was just in and out, 30 minutes. They were very respectful and nice. I told them that I got one more stop in Houston, Texas, and they just stopped everything they were doing and unloaded me, and I was on my way. So I got here last night, found parking at the new TA across the street, and I've been here since 7:30, and now it's almost 1:05, 1:15, something like that. So while we're sitting here, I was thinking about something that's been on my mind for some time now, and I wanted to share that with you guys. It's about outsourcing of dispatch services and outsourcing other staff by the carriers, and how is affecting trucking in United States, or how is affecting owner operators or regular truck drivers. Let's clear up what outsourcing really is. A lot of people might think that outsourcing is these small dispatch companies hiring help overseas, but it's more than that. I've noticed, especially past 2-3 years, that a lot of these known brokers have also started hiring help overseas. I think it's cheaper for them. Maybe that's why they're doing it. On paper, it gives them 24/7 coverage. Maybe that is the reason. But in reality, it's a mess, because for drivers or owner operators like me, it becomes a full-blown out mess in situations when you have to confirm something at your pickup or after your delivery. You just need a clear answer, a clear good to go. But now you're gonna have to deal with somebody who don't know about trucking as much as somebody who would know about trucking if they were living over here. So now there is a communication barrier, there's a language barrier, and now you're dealing with somebody who is in totally different part of the world. Here's where the problems shows up. Let's say you pick up a load, you just need to confirm a pallet count or a case count before you head on out. That should take about 2-3 minutes, right? But with overseas after hour people, it often turns out into a full drawn out mess. What should be easy becomes more stressful. You have to ask the same questions over and over, repeated emails, and even then still don't get a clear answer. And it doesn't stop right there. You deliver a load, you submit the proof of delivery, and now you're just calling or emailing them to confirm everything real quick so you can start your next trip. But you might get bounced around, you might get transferred to other department, and you still don't get a clear answer. And it becomes so stressful. Then you start thinking if you made a right choice to working with that particular broker just solely based off of those things. It's not just the brokers who are outsourcing after our staff. It's also certain carriers too who are outsourcing people or hiring people overseas to do things that they're not supposed to do, like fixing their driver's logs for them to make more money in their mind, but in reality they're hurting the whole trucking industry. On one hand, you have people who are running 800-900 miles, even 1,000 miles a day illegally, while behind the scenes they have people who are fixing their logs to make it look compliant when they get pulled over. But it is illegal, it is unsafe, and it is also unfair to the people who want to follow rules, who want to do everything the right way. And now it's not a level playing field anymore. Not only is hurting the trucking industry, it is also hurting the people who want to make safety their first priority. So let's stack up pros and the cons of outsourcing. On the pro side, companies save money. it's cheaper to hire someone overseas versus hiring someone over here, because then they'll have to at least pay them minimum wage. On paper, they get 24/7 availability, but on the con side, it hits us truckers really hard because there is a time zone barrier, there is a language barrier. Other countries, after our people, they don't understand how things run in trucking actually, and also they don't know receivers, they don't know the lanes. There is less personal service, and there is way less accountability if something were to get messed up throughout the shipment. If something were to get messed up with a local dispatcher, there is a greater chance that you'll be able to make him understand you and be able to fix the whole issue quickly, versus somebody who don't understand you or who don't understand how things actually work over here. So I've got a story for you, a real experience that happened to me about 6 months ago that made my day stressful where it was not needed. So I had a California to New Jersey run, Costco to Costco, and in certain Costco runs they ask you to download the app where you check in, check out, retrieve your proof of delivery and everything. So when I got there, it was Saturday early morning, my app crashed and I was not able to make it work. After talking to the check-in guy, he said it was cool, and he checked me in with the BOLs, gave me the pager and everything. So on my way out, instead of giving me the sticker, he just stamped on my BOLs. I asked him, and he said on certain Costco to Costco runs, they just stamp them. So I sent the proof of delivery to the broker's email chain. In 10 minutes I got good to go from this lady. I headed out to the truck stop now so I can grab some coffee and my food so I can go pick up my next load. Little do you know, there is some whole scenario going on behind the scenes. We got a call from the same lady asking me to go back to the receiver to get the sticker. And now I'm mad because on my way out there was the whole construction thing going on. They has closed off the one lane, and it took me about 30-40 minutes just to get out of there to the turnpikes. It's not that far. If you've ever been there, it's just like probably 2-3 miles at max. So I told her the whole thing. Hey, you get me good to go. This is how things work. There is construction going on. I am on the turnpike. I can't just turn around anytime I want. And there is toll that I'll have to pay extra for me going back now. And you've already gave me good to go. And now she's fully confused because she is, in her mind, the only sticker is a valid proof of delivery. Now I'm calling her 30 minutes later to see if she's able to get hold of the broker and am I good to go, because I gotta pick up another load. Now she's not answering. One time she answered and did transfer me to this other guy who is also not from here, and then I'll have to explain the whole situation to him again, and I'm getting more pissed at the whole situation. And this is a known broker that I've been working for last 10 years. Not the exact broker, but the brokerage, his company. I'm able to get hold of some other broker that I've been working since 2016-17. He's able to get cell phone number of this broker, and we are able to figure out the situation. But in the process, I had to delay my pickup and eventually had to cancel my load because this whole situation was going on. She was not giving me good to go. And if you're into trucking, California, west to east is your main run. That's where you make your more money, because going back is basically covering the fuel and other little expenses. So I had to cancel my load because of that mistake. Not only this time, also in the past, there have been delays because of certain after-hour people where they're not able to understand what I'm saying, where they're not able to understand that I'm running on a clock. I can't just stop whenever I want for how much ever long I want and then drive how much ever long I want. They just don't understand these things. They don't understand that you don't find parking at truck stops whenever you want. Certain things like that made me wanted to make this video where I can raise more awareness in people, where we can talk about these things more, and maybe, just maybe, things will change for better. So let's zoom out to the bigger picture. Outsourcing isn't just about saving money. I think it's reshaping our whole trucking industry. Every job that's going overseas could have been a job filled by American worker. Every shortcut that these companies are taking for cutting costs, they're also compromising their service quality, accountability, and fairness in business. So what can we do as an owner operator or a trucker driver? First, know what you're getting into. Whenever you book a load, see who is there after hour service. For me, I just ask them straight up. After the experiences I had in the past, I just ask them straight up that who are your after hour people? Do they know all these details? Would there be any extra delays or anything? So from your main broker's responses, you'll know which way you need to go. If they are quick and easy to communicate with, then everything is good. But if it's slow and messy, then you just might want to find another broker or another partner for your next load. Second, if you are an owner operator and you're leased on to a carrier or working directly with one, make sure you pay attention to how they're doing their business. If you see signs that logbooks are being tampered with, you might want to get away from those carriers, because sooner or later they will get in trouble. Not only is it illegal, it is also unsafe for other people on the road. Because if you're running 1,000 miles every day, you're sleepless, you're not paying more attention, there are more chances that things will go wrong if you're doing it that way. You always need to remember that it is your license, it is your life, your equipment, and your livelihood on the line. Your one mistake can put you behind the bars for a long period of time, and also change lives of other people for the worse. Think about the real cost. A cheap dispatcher or outsourced person might save a company some money upfront, but in the long run it causes delays, missed loads, or unpaid waiting time. You as the driver are the only one who's gonna pay for that. Sometimes spending a little more money on a reliable US based support actually is gonna save you more money in the long run. There have been major brokerages that hire such people. I will, in my upcoming videos, will talk about those too, how they are malpracticing such things and never take accountability for their staff's mistakes, and sometimes owner operator is the one who pays for it, because as an owner operator you can't compete with shippers because you're very small. You can't compete with most of the brokers because those are big companies, and they tend to, or certain brokers, not every broker is bad, but certain brokers tend to put the blame on you when something goes sideways. And lastly, speak up, share your experience with the other drivers. If you had issues with overseas dispatch or shady logbook practices, just let the other people know. Just raise awareness. The more we talk about it, the more awareness spreads. Maybe, just maybe, things will change for better. And at the end of the day, outsourcing might look like a cost saver for the companies, but for us drivers, it often means headaches, delays, unfair competition. Our time, our safety, and reliability are way more worthy than all that. So that's my take, guys. If you run into overseas brokers after our communication issues, or even seen some sketchy logbook practices, drop a comment, share your story with me, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more real talk about life as an owner-operator here on American Long Haul. Drive safe. I'll catch you in the next one. God bless you guys. Peace out.